snake oil?
You should, for anybody that is listening or not.
Yeah. So snake oil is more in the let's just have a bit of fun category of game. Someone will be given a customer card. That customer card will donate what they have to do as, or what kind of job they have. So, for instance, if I take this top one, grave robber, or on the other side there is a different one, Santa. So they pick between which one they want, and when they pick one, everyone else will use the cards in their hand, and they have, I think, 6 cards in their hand at a time. They have to pick 2 to make an item to sell to said customer.
So, as an example, so yes, actually, this would make. So, to sell to a grave robber, you could sell them war blood, or alternatively, a blood war. It's up to you. And then you have to give an explanation as to what that is and why the grave robber would want it.
Exactly. The customer hears everyone else on the table and picks their favourite, what they think is the best for their job, etc., etc. And whoever wins gets to keep the card. You go around the table a number of times, and whoever has the most cards at the end win.
Hey.
That's really all there is to it.
Apparently this teacher is Albert Einstein, just reincarnated as a snake. But there we go. Anyway.
Okay. Yes.
So I will. So yeah. So I will let them do their spiel. I may ask questions. I may challenge logic.
Hang on. Make sure I got this the right way around.
I may even come back to them at the end for sort of a rebuttal or something. You know, who knows?
Yeah.
Somebody might just win outright.
Object. Oh, do you want to add a timer? Careful.
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not gonna bother.
Cheers, love.
Random Genius points out, Logic in the same game that gave us the toilet helmet.
The fantastic toilet helmet, one of the greatest inventions known to mankind. Ninten is also one of the greatest inventions known to mankind, and she's subscribed for 15 whole months, not even part ones. We are very grateful for her company. Thank you very much indeed.
I do have a spare keyboard. The problem is this new PC only has 4 USB ports.
Oh god damn it.
Which is not enough.
It is not enough.
Not in this day and age, that's barely anything.
You basically need basically treble that.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many devices do you have attached to your PC right now?
Right.
Dozens.
Right. We're gonna go clockwise, starting from Urtheart, so that Greyfore has a better chance of figure out what's going on. Right.
That is fair. As a teacher.
Welcome to my classroom.
Yes, hello, good sir.
What do you have that would benefit me in the field of education?
So, you know what's really annoying in this modern day of technology and stuff?
The decimal system.
Cheers.
Bit more on that. Kids always on their phones. Those dang, smartphones that they're constantly looking at, not paying attention to the wonderful wisdom that you are providing them.
I see.
So, what I have for you is a special gadget called the Phone Lock. Okay. This allows you to lock their phones and stop them from working while they're in the vicinity of your classroom. That way, A, they'll be very angry and upset that they have no idea what's going on, but B, they'll have to pay attention to you or start crying in the corner that they can't...
I see.
I
think I have come across one of these before. I call it a drawer in my desk.
You see, then those kids try and sue you for stealing their property. This way, you don't have to worry about those pesky lawsuits, or that they then come back and claim that you've damaged their phones. Why am I doing fingers? No one's going to see that. They could claim that you've damaged their phone and then try and sue you for lots of money.
It's
this
okay.
way you are protected.
We got it from your verbal inflection. This is how it I'm so turning into Markiplier here. This is... I see somebody's changed their mind or something.
Rethought the things.
Rethought things. Oh, so
But
phone
yes,
lock.
the phone lock, it's safe and easy to use, and it's all in your control.
I see.
And of course, we will show you how to make it so it doesn't work on your own
A
phone.
phone lock is indeed safe, as indeed is a safe.
This is true.
Okay, well...
Well, depends who you're asking who it's safe from.
I
guess.
see. I may come back to you.
There might be crime involved.
Yes. You there, sir. The man in the very strange mask. What have you got there?
I'm assuming you're talking about my mask, which is actually my face.
I think we need to go back to basic lessons. Clockwise is when you go.
Thank you.
Yes, it's you.
Greyfore.
For feck's sake.
Okay, sorry.
No, it's not Greyfore. What?
No, it's not Greyfore. It's clockwise.
Why do you not understand clockwise, none of you? ShadowFox!
I was curious about the mask thing. It's in my face.
You got a fuzzy wolf mask on.
Oh, yeah.
I've given up at them already. Nibal wins!
Well, it's by default.
No, go on, what is it?
Well, as a teacher,
Yes.
sometimes you're preoccupied helping out a certain student, or you're writing something on the board, or... Well, either way, you cannot be telling your students what to do at all the times. You can't be telling them off when they're
Can't
making
I?
too much noise.
Okay.
Well, you can. But that is why you need the noise alarm.
Ah.
If you ever need to leave the room or speak to a student one-on-one, just set this up, and the moment any of them start getting a little chatty in the back, calls them out. Calls them out right there and then. Shame them in front of the class.
Shame them, I see.
Shame them.
Is it
What?
just... What kind of noise
I mean,
is
like,
given off by this alarm?
oh,
Is it, for instance, the noise of loud children? Because otherwise, if it's that, I'm not going to hear it at all.
no. It has actually got many customizable noises.
Ah.
From
Why don't you give me some examples?
there's the traditional sort of alert noise, which
Ah.
pre-recorded voices in both male and female, and Yoda. Alertes! From your comedy sounds, from Whoopee Cushion to Splat. And, of course, if you want to really high-tech your class, you can even have it call out their names individually.
I see. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yes, it can also keep track of when you're out of the class if any of them are breaking the quietness.
Yeah. This is something worth. Well, pay attention, chat. I see what you're doing at the back. Stop that, or it's detention for you. No, sorry about this. No, this is interesting. This is interesting to me. Excuse me, somebody else has wandered in at the back. You there, boy. What is it you have in your pocket there, boy?
What I have is the future of discipline for your classes.
Oh, this sounds good already.
The greatest teacher, fictional, mind you, but greatest teacher known to man is, of course, Indiana Jones. Suave, knows his stuff. Also, he has a whip. However, as we know that we can't necessarily use weapons against the children and the students in the class. However, something softer perhaps might be useful. something that you can obviously carry upon your person at all times and look rather fashionable with.
Whip something other than children.
What I present to you is the belt rocket.
Ooh.
I think one
With
of my
one
colleagues
swish
got
of your
arrested
belt.
for that.
With one swish of your belt, you can aim at a child and fire off a small Nerf-like rocket to gain their attention. Obviously, each one will then leave a small ink imprint upon them, so you know which one specifically you need to withhold and put into detention.
This is excellent. How many rockets does a standard belt hold? I have a very
depending on the
rowdy
size-
class.
Depending upon the belt size, you can have at least a minimum of 8. You can go for the commando supply version, which comes with a string of at least 30, depending on how rowdy your class actually is.
Yeah.
And the darts themselves come in a variety of colours.
Ah, excellent. Does the ink in the same, the imprint leave a different colour as well?
Yes, they can be washed off, so there's no need to worry about being had to go at for leaving permanent ink marks upon your students. They can come in a variety of different colours.
Ah.
And if you want, you may also get these.
What about if
lovely
I
range of
wanted to
scented
leave a
oils.
permanent mark on the student? If there's a particularly bad one that, you know, allows
If
them
you
to
do
think
leave
about their
permanent
mistakes the
marks,
rest of their lives.
The darts themselves can carry a permanent ink cartridge. However, we do not stock those.
Can it also? Well, no. I'll investigate that in my own time. Excellent. So a room for expansion as well. Okay, fantastic. Last question. You said a variety of colours. You said.
Yes.
What kind of colours? Because we do have houses. You know, we do have school houses, and it might be wise to colour coordinate.
Well, we have your standard colours, so red, blue, green, yellow, orange, purple. We do have ones that are sort of more definite white, almost like a Tipex type colour, as well as black themselves.
Ah, I see. Do you have chartreuse?
We do have a group that actually works towards making custom colours if you do so require.
Excellent.
We also have a team that also works with fluorescent inks and inks that fluoresce under UV light.
I'm not sure we want to use anything that might be require black light. Very dirty children. You don't know where they've been, and there's some answers you just don't want to ask questions for. Okay, that's very good. That's very good indeed. Let me just go back to you. One in the front row picking his nose with the phone lock. What accessories does it come with?
Accessories, well, obviously there's the giant magnet to magnetize all the phones to you, but that is an extreme case, of course. If they start bashing their phones against the desk, wondering why they're not working, because children these days don't really understand how technology works, of course, do they? And I mean, to be fair, the phone lock is a very simple application, and a very low cost as well. It is only a small fee of £25 to start, with a £5 subscription to keep it up to date every year.
It's a subscription service.
Well, yes, we have to...
Moving on!
Well, we have to incorporate new phones.
Moving
They come
on!
out.
Silence, BMW. Moving on. The noise alarm.
Yes.
Yes. Can it be tweaked to be a high-pitched noise that can paralyze the children?
Paralyzing noise. I mean, technically we are a just used for alerting, but there's no necessary reason we couldn't organize for the adjust.
If we can bypass the Geneva Convention, that would be fine. Just
I mean,
okay.
we could work on a. It's a very simple, like, instead of triggering the regular alarm, there's nothing to say we couldn't have it
Okay.
trigger another device
Right.
that could perhaps be
Like a taser.
a taser. Yes.
Okay.
You could.
Chat. It's not your decision, but I'm going to ask you anyway. Which one do you think is the best? Is it the phone lock, or the noise alarm, or the rocket belt? Just type in the chat. I'm just interested to see.
As are we all.
Oh, yes. The one who definitely requires a jolt with the rocket belt says rocket belt.
Rocket belts. I'll say it sounds like you come from a time when belts were quite commonly used.
Admit, when did the
Be
old
quiet!
Morning Star go out of fashion?
I'll have you know that I taught Mr. Chips, you know.
Does Mr.
Well,
Chips
I
wear belts?
am going to say that I am actually tempted by the noise alarm, but I feel that it requires a degree of waiting for new features to be implemented. The rocket belt, on the other hand, I am getting old, and the snap of the wrist isn't as good as it used to be, so rocket-propelled projectiles from the belt would be very good, I think. Also, I like the idea. I was told there was like expansion. I could basically have some braces as bandoliers with more rocket cartridges if I needed to, which I think is a very good idea. I award my contract to Mr. Greyfore.
Woohoo!
So you keep hold of this. This is yours now. You are now a teacher. Congratulations.
Woohoo! Oh God, God help the children.
All right. Anyway, the other two of you will now do lines. But
So lines of what?
I don't fucking know.
Also,
Opium,
ShadowFox.
probably, based on when this teacher was. Opium, let's
Lines
say.
of Chilter.
Asbestos, one of them. Opium
ShadowFox,
infused
I found-
asbestos.
I found
We will shuffle like crazy, and then we will get continuing on ShadowFox to pick a card.
Yep. Let's see.
Can grab. Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Do we get a refresh on these other cards, or?
You
Yes,
can take.
go
You
back
can
up to
take
6.
two. You can take 2 cards up to 6. You will find I won't, because
you didn't use any
I
last
never
round.
do. I try to use all
Oh.
6. I try to use all 6 without taking any more and just find a creative way around it.
Okay.
Alright, well, start off then. Something for a zombie.
Zombie.
Oh dear, this is gonna be.
Oh boy, man! Guy, come on! What?
I've got no chance at this one.
God, which one of which 2 of these 4? Oh, could I?
Oh.
Come
Yeah, this is gonna be
on!
interesting one.
That's.
I think we've lost this one already, Greyfore.
Oh, no. I don't know.
The
I've got an idea.
The
I've got an
question
idea. I can
is.
spin it.
The
I can spin this
question
one.
is. The question is, which one do I use? I've never been so spoiled for choice. Been going around clockwise, so it is. I'll winner the previous round first, but we'll let ShadowFox the zombie introduce himself. It's not Baron Samedi, is it?
Alright.
So is it the case that you are a zombie, or you're trying to kill zombies?
No, he is a
He's
zombie.
a zombie.
You are a zombie. Okay.
Me zombie. Me want more brain and not be killed. How you do this for me?
Well, as we all know, the zombie population are always hungry. Is that not true?
Very, very.
But do you not find that the taste of brains on its own is just getting a bit samey? Wanting something with a bit more flavour, a bit more punch to it.
Can't say noticed, but go on.
For you, and for the many zombies out there at large, what I propose to you is something that not only will kill and cook your food, you can even choose not to cook your food, it will also flavor it in a variety of different ways and styles. I bring to you the butter bomb.
Oh, I
This
remember.
This small explosive device, when thrown into a dense population, will take out the majority of people in there and coat them in a delicious pat of butter. These bombs can also be sorted out and packed with a variety of different herbs and spices. If you want Cajun butter, you've got Cajun butter. If you want sage butter, you've got sage butter. If you want a flavoring of your own kind, just tell us what you want. We'll put it together. We'll throw it in a bomb for you.
You liver butter?
We can do liver butter.
Like liver. Small problem. Arm not so good anymore.
That's
Bit
okay. We can do
rotten.
remote detonation, and you can press it with your nose if you need to.
Good. Multiple flavor. Tasty. Good start. You over there with the big brain.
Unfortunately, I am, in theory, an undead pirate, so the brain's not quite as fresh. But that does mean that I understand your plight. And one of the most annoying things is when you're trying to get that nice, juicy brain, and they notice you, and they scream in terror and run away.
This is trouble. Very, very oppressed.
Yes. So what you need is a way to sneak up on your foes without them noticing, or trap them so they cannot escape. I present to you the chain bush. Long line of bushes that allow you to sneak up to your prey so they don't notice you because they can't see you in the middle of the bush. Or create a ring of bushes to trap them so that you can slowly get to them and, take them out at your leisure.
So, do I have to plant the bush beforehand, or how does...
Oh, no, it's a simple activation. You, the chain, direct the chain out and then put a button and pop, all the bushes come out.
Are people not confused by the new bushes?
Confused, yes, but not scared. Because they think the bushes are there for their protection. Because they can't see what's on the other side of it, which is your good self.
So bush can be pushed through.
You can push through the bush, yes. But we make it so it looks a bit more on the side that your prey will be. It looks a bit more denser than it actually is.
Very good. So, what kind of bushes are we? Not anything too prickly. Don't want to get caught.
No, they're nice leafy. There's lots of coverage on them, so you remain invisible while you're, sneaking through it. And also, they're much more silent than your average bush. Less rustling.
That's good. Can they be stinging nettle bush? I have no...
I'm sure we can put something up. Yeah, I imagine we can replace the leaves with stinging nettles. Bear in mind that we don't use real leaves. We use synthetic leaves in order to preserve it so it doesn't rot, so you don't have to keep buying more and more.
Good.
And also so squirrels and other animals don't try eating it.
Oh, that is very useful. I do not... They sometimes try and hide nuts in me for some reason when I'm laying there for a while. Maybe I need a bath.
Or maybe you need to hide in one of these bushes.
And you... I see your creative mind is huge. What do you have?
Sir, I'm glad you noticed me. I'm not going to continue doing this accent immediately. I realised it was a mistake as soon as I said it. Right, speaking of, are you an upwardly mobile zombie about town, sir? I can tell by the look of the face that's sliding off your skull that you are. And what's
It
one
is
of the...
true, I have been able to walk a block in a day sometimes.
Exactly.
Very fast, zombie.
Exactly, sir. You are a busy man. You do not have the time to go wandering around finding your latest meal. No, you have much better things to do. But what, sir, if I could get you not just a meal, but I could get you the satisfaction of satiating your anger for the situation that you are in? What if I could do both of those at the same time, sir, and provide for you, a man who has previously said that he is suffering from a disability with his arm Oh, it has actually fallen off now, hasn't it? Oh, okay. We'll find you some string and sew that back on as a freebie. How about that? But don't worry, sir. I can get you everything you need and much more besides with this fantastic invention. The revenge murder! We will hunt down the zombie who is responsible for biting you, and the zombie who is responsible for biting him, so on and so forth, all the way back. And we will bring them to you, served in this unique plastic tray arrangement here. It's just sign up. You'll get your revenge murder victim delivered to you by one of our fantastic delivery drivers. Every day, they're calorie controlled, and not only will you have a very tasty, succulent brain, you'll have the knowledge that your passing over into the realms of being a zombie was not in vain. And should the time come, you can pass on to the next world, knowing that all those who wronged you are no more.
I like idea. I have made some peace with the zombies, but I know some people who definitely... This bullet wound is my gut.
Well, I'm well aware there are zombie hunters, sir. We do not stop just at zombies, but at humans as well. Anybody who has wronged you, BAM! They're gone. Also, hail to Guard Ezio. He's got a very tasty bread, and he wronged you by interrupting you in the Twitch chat just then. I would say I can perhaps use him as a demonstration. Come here, Ezio, 1 second.
I recognize his face. Maybe he was one.
Yes. He is waving around a boomstick in a very, very aggressive fashion. I can revenge murder him for you. Just sign on this line for his 6-month subscription, after which you get 40% off for a resubscription.
That is a good deal. So you kill zombie, you kill human, you kill squirrel who bury nuts in me?
Absolutely anyone who has wronged you. You see that cow over there in the field?
Huh?
You see how it's looking at you? You see how it's not looking anymore? It's looking at the stars and its eyes are all glassy because it's dead? That's how quick we are.
Very good.
Genuinely waiting for you to go bang and the cow is dead.
Yes, I was waiting for that.
Well, he may have been waiting, but we have other methods, you see? See that bird in the sky? You don't. It's already gone. It was aiming for you. It had an idea in its head. Expulsion was on its mind of bodily fluids. Not anymore. Its bodily fluids are all over the pavement.
So Kev is Barry Scott.
No.
Yeah.
God, this is definitely been the way it's going to go first.
I approve of the service. Oh, a tough decision. Just a little snack on brain. Give me brain food.
Certainly. Where's that Ezio game?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, look, he's got braces on. They've got darts on them. That's very impressive. We should probably borrow that.
What does the horde in chat say?
What does the horde say? Okay, chat. Okay, chat. It won't influence the decision, but we are interested in what you have to say. What do you think is the best invention for this? To aid this zombie? Is it the butter bomb? Is it the chain bush? Or is it revenge murder? Vote in the chat. I can't say I really like the chain bush. All I did was just a series of camouflage bushes you could just go through.
I feel like the Homer Simpson
The
sort of
butteriness
style
of bombs apparently was the thing that.
I think chat are just hungry.
I might be hungry. Who knows? It was a very, not a very tough decision, but I'm hiring you, Mr. Revenge Murder Man.
Excellent.
I
was gonna say if you didn't, I was gonna kill whoever you did. So.
Zombie tempted by a butter bomb and chain bush, but zombie want immediate brought
Excellent.
to him.
You, sir, will not regret this. I guess.
We'll go with the couch potato.
Okay.
How can you help me, a guy who doesn't want to do anything?
So, what I have for you here is the pool pipe. So when you're in your hot tub that you've, bought off the local TV channel, and you're sitting at home and thinking, does this make me look a little bit sad? You'll get your pool pipe out and go, nope, this is very much sophisticated, just like Greg Davis. And just help you relax, helps you calm your mind, blows out a couple of bubbles if you want the slightly more friendlier version, or you can get the full tobacco version, which is quite hard to get a hold of these days, but we've got a good supply of them.
What's it made of?
It is made of exquisite woods, and there's a few metal components in there to stop it from, getting dry rot and stuff, but it is treated well, and, depending on, obviously, also there are plenty of different models. We can supply in different wood, we can supply in different stylings to suit your need.
And the bubble mixture that comes with it, how easy is it to get hold of?
We can supply you with plenty of it. We should be, when we supply it with you, we'll give you about a month. That if you, let's say, an amount that would, if you smoked once a day, would last you about 6 months.
That's a lot of bubbles.
It is a lot of bubbles, but it doesn't take that much to do. It's mostly the air you use that makes the, gap inside said bubbles.
I'll have a think. You with the Pac-Man eating grin.
Hi, yeah. I'm going to be super quick because I know we're on the adverts at the minute, and the show's about to restart really, really soon. Okay, so time saver, energy saver, effort saver.
Have my attention.
Bottle tape. Why bother holding on to a bottle when it could just stay there? Those fingers could be doing something else. Bottle tape. It'll keep your beer in your hand, and not only that, the tape's made of cheese. Oh, it's starting
what kind
again.
Of cheese?
What kind of cheese? Was that?
Yeah.
Oh, we've got various different types of cheese. We've even got plant-based cheese if you're vegan. There you go.
Vegan alternatives. I hear those are a good thing.
Very good. The only one we don't do is Emmental Swiss cheese. We find it reduces the the strength and quality of the tape if you have holes in it.
No, that's true. So how heavy a bottle can it hold?
How heavy a bottle are we talking about here that you're going to have in your hand, sir?
Well, it depends. Sometimes I'm very lazy and don't bother pouring into a glass, so I might have a whole 2-litre bottle of Pepsi.
Oh, our tape is made in America, sir. It can hold a 5-litre bottle, one of those big, thick things. Full of soda or Sunny D or whatever the feck it is they drink now.
What kind of adhesive does it do? Is it sort of...
It uses your own natural sweat, sir.
Okay, so it's hypoallergenic then.
Absolutely. Also, reduces environmental impact.
That's good. I don't see much of the environment because I spend most of my time on the sofa, but I hear that's good.
I hear that's good as well. It's very good, sir. It obviously saves on your bills.
Mm. And how big are these rolls of tape?
Oh, we offer because obviously it's being cheese. We're well aware it's there as an alternative snack for you. Maybe you can patch up the top of the pizza with it if you really need to. It comes in 1 metre rolls, 3 metre rolls, a free pack of those 3 metre rolls as well, I should add. And we do have a special 10 metre version for a very needy and very, shall we say, fat-fingered individuals.
And being cheese, I suspect that needs to stay in the fridge.
No, it's American cheese, so he doesn't have to do anything like that.
Oh, okay.
There's absolutely no cheese in it whatsoever.
This is mostly plastic. Edible plastic.
Tasty edible plastic.
It's very enticing, very enticing. And you, person to my right, who I've completely forgotten what you look like because I can't be bothered to open my eyes, what do you have to offer for me?
What do I have to offer you? Well, as you know, sometimes you, as a couch potato, you stuff yourself a little too much. You know, you got your bucket of chicken there, and your other bucket of chicken, and your third one. I think you might have a bit of a chicken problem. But I do also.
The problem is I don't have a 4th bucket of chicken.
Yeah, true. A few pizza boxes, a few towers of pizza boxes. But yes, sometimes when you eat too much, what you really need is a vomit pump. Because inevitably, sometimes you're just watching something and you just keep eating and eating and eating and eating, and you kind of forget that you've already eaten. And sometimes just to stop anything becoming too much of a mess, you just need to just put the pipe there and just let it do its thing. And then you can go right back onto eating again. Just like the old days in Greece and Rome, all those masters back then.
Sort of documented the vomitoriums.
Exactly.
So obviously, if I'm sitting watching my shows, and I need to throw up, where does that actually go?
Yeah, this is a very important question. Where's the pump go? There are several holes here. John, where's it going?
Well, we have 2 options for you. We have the portable option, which less common. People tend to just take the second option. But the first option, the portable version, you have a bag. Very simple. Goes into the bag. Then you can just toss it out in the trash. The other, we can actually just plumb it straight into your house. We can plumb it right next to the couch if you want. Just like, we'll make a few holes here, here, and there. We might put one there as well, just because. But then we'll plumb it in straight in, and then it's just taken part of your regular water pipes, your regular sewage, just go straight out. The only downside is then it is attached to the wall, so you can't move from that couch that you've become welded to.
I mean, it's one of these things. When I move house, the couch needs to be moved with me attached to it. It's fine.
Okay, that's fine. Well, in that case, then let us know when you move there, and we'll install the next one for you as well.
So, with said pump itself, how is it powered?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a standard pump. We got a little plug it into the wall there, or again, we can make some holes in the wall, connect it straight to the power supply. We'll have Barry do that.
Constantly working.
Oh, look. I've got contractors on contractors on contractors I can call. Don't worry about it.
I'm still worried about how the fact that when asked what orifice it plugs into, he responded with, "We plumb it into your house."
I didn't hear that.
I am deeply concerned about it.
But again, I mean, usually people have it go through the mouth. That's generally where the vomit comes from.
So, alongside dealing with excess food, does it have any extra uses?
I mean, it can get rid of some other sort of like drink liquid and such. But I mean, the name is pretty on point of what it exactly is. I've heard some people use it as some kind of Hoover. Sometimes they get some crumbs on them, so they just take the pipe out their mouth and then they just, go across their stomach with it and then shove it back in. But it's durable. Some people don't like to chew their food as much, so it has to be stronger.
And should I have any problems with it? Who do I call? Do I call like a regular plumber? Do I call you guys?
Depending on where the issue is, like if it's with the pump itself, you can call us. If it's further down the line, that would be a plumber's job.
What if it's their digestive system?
That's a doctor.
Good luck getting one of those for your digestive system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these have all been very, very interesting ideas, and while it would be nice to look cool in the jacuzzi that I've yet to get, because having to open the door for people is hard.
I'll be quite frank to you, I had nothing in this one. Literally nothing.
And while it is very well easily pointed out the fact that it's difficult for some people to chew their food, I don't have that problem. I quite enjoy masticating. But I do find that I don't have enough hands, so I'm gonna have to say bottle tape for me.
You have most definitely not made a mistake. I'll sign you up. You know what? I'll put it in your hand now.
So put it there. Oh, great, no, I can't let go of you.
Oh, well, budge over.
Well, cheese for that.
Yeah, budge over. I want to see what's on the TV next then. Okay, we are on to Mr. Urtheart. And I've just realised, considering it's Urtheart, the combination that I've got here.
You better hope Pirate comes up then.
I'm a shuffling.
I'm just going to say it's going to work for you no matter what happens.
Well, Greyfore Center it is. Okay, let's take a bit of a different thing. Oh, hello there, children. Who has got a nice present for Santa for once?
Oh boy, have I got a present for you!
I just put down one card.
Oh,
I mean, you can try.
Who's got a present for
Oh,
Santa?
you know what? This works. There we go. Well.
Yeah, I've only got really one.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't have the cards.
Do we need to put two
You just
down?
put down one.
Yeah.
You're supposed to put two down, I think.
Yeah.
We'll double check the rules, but...
If we're doing two,
There's not enough water.
Other players combine two word cards from their hand to create an item for the customer.
Okay.
Well now, who has been naughty and who's been nice today? Let us see, Kevin. How are you, young lad?
Ah, good Santa, sir. Good Santa, sir, you know in your heart. You know in your heart how good I have been, 'cause it is on your fantastical list, sir. You,
Very
sir,
good,
are
very good.
you, sir, are a very busy man. A very busy man, and I am very happy that you have given me some of your most valuable time today, sir. Most definitely I am. But as the world grows in number, as the population rises and rises, I have to say to you, sir, I do not envy your situation. Because the
Thank you for being
number of children increase, and your workload increases, and the strain on your elves, and your reindeer and Mrs. Claus, all the strain, it is most terrible.
Yes, our production of coal has had to go up quite significantly.
Exactly. I'm so glad you said that. That was the best lead-in you could have possibly given me. But as children increase in number, so too do the wicked wiles out there in the world. The wickedness that comes forth from television and the internet, like that Twitch, oh my god, the YouTube, the mobile phones, the Nintendo Switches, all of them. The amount of coal you must need to produce. You need a partner, sir. You need a partner that will allow you to dispense the coal and the justice, sir. The justice of all Santa onto all the naughty children. I say to you, we invoke hell anger as a way to push forward and prevail over the vile wickedness that distills into the hearts of mankind, sir. What a glorious man you are. I really need to know how you get your beard so shiny it is, sir. Hell anger rising forth is the way to go. I bid you good day, sir.
Oh, before you go off there, I will point out that myself and Mr. Satan very often get our mail mixed. Satan gets a lot of my mail and I get a lot of his mail, and we do get on very well, and he's not as angry a man as I think people figure, but exactly
hell is a
how
state. Hell is a state of mind, sir. Hell is a location, not just an individual. Oh, the amount of anger inside hell boiling forth can be used in a positive way. And who better a positive role model than yourself, sir, to utilize the hell anger in such a most noble of ways?
And this is helping me by producing more coal, I assume.
That was indeed what I said, sir. I'm glad you was listening, sir.
I would like to point out that I also need coal to run my sleigh. I know the reindeer do a lot of the work, but, you know, you've got to give them a break.
One man's lump of coal is another man's lump of coal. Coal is coal. It can be used for justice. It can be used for heat. Whatever way the fire of hell is unleashed, whether it be for your benefit or the benefit of mankind, sir, it is all there for you. All there, indeed. And I believe there's a man over there who really wants to start, because I cannot keep this accent up for that long. I do swear, sir. I do swear.
Then, Mr. Foxoon,
thank
how
Christ.
could you help this weary old gentleman?
Oh, Santa, baby, it's good to see you out and about again. I have heard that you, well, like say your coal-powered sleigh. It's good to know you got something out of that little Grinch lawsuit, at least.
It was a combination of things.
Yeah, I say he's a mean one, but good mind, good with the technology. But as for me, what can I offer you? Well, unfortunately, a lot of the housing market now they don't appreciate you. Chimneys are on the down. There's
yes,
very much so. All these new skyscrapers. I mean, I can't think of the last time I actually saw a fireplace in a new house, and if it did, it's one of those huge houses. They got like 6 chimneys or fireplaces, whatever, and then they're usually gas, so they burn through pipes and stuff. I can see the mince pies are starting to get you a little bit. I don't know if you're sliding down those thin pipes anymore.
Well, I don't like to point out, but yes, unfortunately, the pies have gotten a bit on, as has the whiskey, of course.
A little tipple on the drive. But
Well,
it's fine. You're above.
can't give it to the reindeers, can I now?
Oh, of course not. Of course not. But yes, you need a new entry method. And I have just the thing for you. Because there's one thing that all houses do have, and that is a window.
This is true.
So I am here to offer you today a window brick. Now,
I see.
before you start, I know this just looks like a regular brick that I got off a construction site on the way here. Ignore the stamps on it. But this is a reusable product, so very environmentally safe, and it is guaranteed to break any window that you come across and allow you entry to the building, at which point you are free to go in, drop off the present, anything else you might have.
I have a couple of questions regarding this.
Yes?
First of all, how does this cause irreversible damage to the windows?
I mean, it does. But how
Second-
is you meant to get? How is you meant to get through? I mean, you can
Second,
reach your arm through and
how-
do the lock off afterwards.
How do I prevent myself from getting cut on the way through said windows?
Oh, quite easy. You take this second window brick and you knock out the shards that are still around.
I see.
It's a 2-part product. The only 2 things you ever need, just one in each pocket, one in each hand. You're fine.
What happens if the window is too small?
Well, there's nothing saying that these window bricks couldn't be used on, say, windows on doors. You can reach around, and I mean, all comes along. I'm sure you can fit Rudolph through there. He's still quite small. Get him to unlock it for you.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Foxoon. I will certainly consider your bricks and your present for next Christmas as well.
All I ask.
And young Grey.
I may have taken a wrong turn here. I do apologise. I came here with a delivery. Oh wait, it's for Mrs. Claus, I think. Although I think she may have got this for you. I hope you don't mind. It's a
Certainly
tofu
not.
pizza.
I see.
Yeah, it has other toppings on it as well, but it's primarily, try and help keep off a lot of the mince pies. I'm sorry to say.
From Mrs. Claus. Ooh, maybe I think she's trying to say something.
Yes. So, I will question this. This is just something you're gifting to me rather than making me pay for, I assume.
Absolutely, yeah, because, you being Santa, you give us all the greatest gifts every year, and I thought it only fair that we gift you something back in return. Although,
Well,
to be
I
honest,
think
if you look carefully under the cheese, there are a few slices of bacon.
Yes, very nice. Well, I can see, Mr. Grey, that you will definitely be getting a nice present this Christmas. And as much as I would love to take the tofu pizza, and probably still will, I'm afraid that I won't be purchasing any products from you, and therefore you cannot win.
Oh,
Well, so I suppose my choices are between being a vandal and working with my good friend Satan. And this is a very tough choice. I wonder what do the children of the world think? AKA the last minute continued chat. Which do you think should win? hell or vandalism or pizza.
Sir,
What do you? If you think pizza should win, maybe I should just go for that. But while we wait, I guess I should see what is in my Christmas sack for all of you. For the gentleman from Southern Texas who wishes me to work with my good friend Steve,
Lord have
I have
mercy. Yes.
I have bought you a present directly from him. It is Brimstone Aftershave.
Fantastic. Can you drink it?
For Mr. Foxoon, I have bought you a drill.
Oh, very handy.
One previous owner by the name of Chains, I believe. Enjoy it. And Mr. Greyfore, for you, I have a bazooka.
teach those kids a lesson.
It's a mighty fine drill you have there, son. Mighty fine drill.
No, thank you.
It's not a drill that you just get through a window with.
Or something
Well-
slightly thicker.
The chat hasn't been particularly helpful, so... Oh, boy. Genuinely, I think I'm gonna have to go with the brick. It's the only one I can think is useful.
Wait, this is Urtheart saying that he can't think of a useful way to use the fires of hell. I don't...
Oh, no, I
you,
can-
sir, are
personally-
you, sir, are
Not for Santa!
I do not want to hear anything else about you and oh hell I visit there or anything else. You've lost your hell privileges. Oh, thank
Says
God.
someone who's never been there.
I'm pretty certain I was there
pick
from... I was there from 2007 2011, don't you forget it. There's... let me see, what can we do? We'll do this. Ha! Okay. I'm going to go straight to... I'm going to speak this as myself, as a dictator of LMC. I will go to you, ShadowFox.
Oh.
Speak now, be shot!
Mr. Kevin, is it Mr. Kevin, Lord Kevin? What was your preferred title?
Whatever it is you're thinking, up it by 2 levels if you want to live.
Okay, Grandmaster.
Sounds good.
Grandmaster Kevin. As a dictator, you've obviously trodden on many people to get to where you are.
I mean, not as a snake, no, but go on.
The snake, no. Crawled up it. Ugh, maybe not. But on your way up, there's always a chance to become higher. But also, there is a chance to show others your brutality.
Go on.
Which is why I'm offering you today the leg ladder. A ladder literally made of the legs of those who you have stepped over and on to get where you are today. Because bones are surprisingly strong material. So we can make this ladder as high as you want, as big as you want. And at that point you will be standing over all of your peons. You can yell out across them and they will look up at you and and forever be looking up at you. I mean we can get that guy. Let's see a guy back.
He's very tall.
He's very tall.
He has very big legs, yes.
Yes. To make a couple of rungs out of that.
This is an interesting product you bring before me. How is the ladder put together with the legs? I'm curious.
Well, we have. We can either use the whole leg, at which point we chop it off, do a bit of embalming to strengthen it up a little. Then, of course, we can sew together the material and use some rope to. Say, I used to be a scout, know a good few knots to form a strengthy bond, and the leg does make a quite nice L shape, very sturdy. We can also just use the bones straight up if you prefer a more I guess a more traditional hellscape style. Also epoxy on that.
I have one last question. I'd like to know, if I was to have something like this, I would like to know who these legs belong to. But I'm a very busy man. I've got places to go, people to destroy, and you know, it may be difficult to remember those that wronged me down in the weeks and months ahead. How do I know who these legs belong to?
Well, we can, if you still wish for the people to still be alive, we can brand the legs or tattoo the legs. If the person has been deceased, we can attach their head to the rung of the ladder if you so wish.
Cauterizing wounds is far too busy work. I'm pretty certain they would be dead. But so there would be a degree of marking on there to indicate that this belonged to somebody
Absolutely.
who has wronged me.
Exactly. And of
Okay.
course, we would be willing to keep it up to date with each of your new conquests. It is a lifetime service.
Okay.
For free of it.
Interesting. You there, the one cowering in the corner.
Yes, master.
Speak up, boy!
With your grand empire, we know that it takes a lot of money. We have given you everything that we have. Our blood, our sweat, but primarily all of our funds. Because obviously that's more useful than sweat and blood. But as such, how will the people know that you are so wealthy? Well, I brought to you something that I hope will at least spare my life for another day. I bring to you, if you will let me flip them, money fashion. We take the notes, we pad them slightly by a few layers, and we form them into a fantastic suit for you to wear. Should this not be to your liking, we can also do fashion money instead, where we end up printing out banknotes with your beautiful visage upon them in a variety of different poses and styles, like Michelangelo's statues and such, but with both arms, potentially holding something like long and sharp and pointy and stabbing somebody else, perhaps, if whatever you want. Please don't kill me.
Two things. Come here.
Yes.
Two things. I like your idea. In principle, there is, of course, two things. I have seen people wearing money fashion. The nouveau riche, as some call them. They have a tendency to be beaten up on street corners by Japanese men. I'm not sure we want to be starting that kind of trouble. Also, have you got a note there?
Yes, here you go.
It's a very nice looking note, isn't it? I designed it myself, you know. Would you like to turn it over? I'm already on the note! It's my money! That said, you do raise some interesting points. Get on your knees and study my glorious visage on that note.
At once.
Take note of the note.
Making notes.
Okay. Oh, there's a third one. Okay, well, let's get on with it.
Dictator needs more than anything is power.
Sorry, start
You have
again. I
power.
didn't hear you at all then. Start again, please.
Oh, apologies. What a dictator needs is power.
Yes?
The power to control all of the people that he rules over. But also, the power to bully other nations to make sure they don't interfere with your plans.
Okay.
Best way to do that is with a weapon they fear. A weapon they have no chance to retaliate against.
Ah, TikTok.
What I present to you is something that the world will fear over. Razor Rain.
Oh.
Imagine a city pummeled by razors, razor blades, small knives, pummeling down onto a city, slaughtering millions unless they cower to your rule.
Excellent. 9 tons of squeezability factor, you know.
Yes. And we can also provide the razors in a variety of styles, depending on, if you want it to be clean killing, brand new razors. You want it to be painful, rusty razors. You want it to be affected.
A clean.
Well,
He's funny. Kill him at once.
Sometimes you need it to be quick, so you can get on with stuff. Sometimes you want to make them suffer to set an example. It's up to you.
So there are various settings for your razor rain, is what you're saying.
Yes.
So light drizzle versus a monsoon.
And also the state of the blades that go in. And, if you do have enough money, you can always make it somewhat signature to your needs. So everyone knows it was for you.
How is this
make it
rain?
cognito.
How is this razor rain delivered?
You have a couple of options. If you want it delivered by planes, quick, sharp and easy. However, if you want it a little bit more stealthy, you can always go with blimps, with dirigibles. No one would suspect they'd be hiding such a payload.
No one would suspect the inflatable transport craft of carrying razor rain. You're quite right. I
What
can't
happens if they
think
accidentally
of a worse idea.
Look, some countries like to make a statement
Full
with
of
their
rain.
balloons.
Oh, okay.
You design it to your needs.
Right
I'm
to
just
my
giving you the
needs, right,
options.
okay. Okay. Excellent. Wonderful. I have one last question for the ladder leg person.
Yes, Grandmaster?
Oh, you remembered the title as well. Bonus point. I have a question for you. If I could not rely upon these men in life, how do you expect me to rely upon them in death?
Ooh, how can you rely upon them? Well,
These people have let me down. I've had them killed. Why would I trust them to take my weight and secure me against gravity and all its vengefulness?
because they are merely the stepping stones. It is myself and my team who will make sure that they never fall again.
I
And if they
see.
do,
And what happens if one of your team fails me?
they are a new leg on your ladder.
I see.
They will replace the one that failed you.
I am going to say, despite grave concerns about its delivery method, I'm going to say the adaptable razor rain sounds like a glorious weapon.
You will not be disappointed, my lord.
I quite enjoyed all of those.
Those were good ones, guys.
To be honest, for that last question, I was surprised. I was like worried you wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, it's gonna be.
Oh, okay. Or, ooh, you know what? I think it's been mainly greens. So we'll go for a blue. A protester.
Oh, okay.
Hey, let's hope Greyfore's got something great.
Oh boy, do I. So, what are you protesting with? Or just
Oh,
protesting in general. Do you just like protesting?
I like to go online, check the local area, see who's protesting for what. And just, I'll make a quick sign and head on down. Why not?
Fantastic. So, obviously, we know with a lot of protests that have been happening these days, while they've been there in many numbers and they've been obviously great with their message, they don't have as much of an impact as some of the people would like them to be. What I like to offer you today is something that I will definitely go off with a bang, will definitely make the protests a bit more explosive, will definitely make a massive impact. It is, in fact, the hand grenade.
I think I've heard of that before.
I think I've seen some of these in some of those large-scale protests with the countryside, the country ones.
And, of course, with those sorts of protests, they're the ones that everyone remembers. They're the ones that everyone will go, ah, yes, we were on the right side because we supported those protesters. When the hand grenades flew, we knew which side we were on. So, hand grenades, what do you think?
I see your point. So
You start wrong.
Are we talking? Say these like standard mass-produced ones, or are these protest-specific ones? Are they what are they filled with exactly?
We can fill them with a variety of things. We can do smoke grenades, coloured smoke grenades, explosive grenades, high explosive grenades. We can even have hand-printed designs on all the grenade cases as well, so you can have them match whatever sort of outfit you're going. If you're demonstrating towards a particular country or particular beliefs, boom, we can quite easily engrave or paint them to actually, help match the rest of your outfit and what you're supporting.
When the shrapnel hits them, they'll know what hit them.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Good.
And if anything that you've got there involved has some sort of particular symbols, especially if they're nice and sharp and pointy, we can definitely look at putting those in the shrapnel as well.
I'm so glad to hear it.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Are you able to produce orange-coloured grenades with crosses on top that sing to the heavens when they're thrown?
I am glad you asked. We actually have an extra large size one that's rather round shaped. Actually, admittedly considered a bit gaudy by some. We had originally made it for the church. The Pope, in fact, we actually made a special one for that. It came with a lovely little crossbar on the top, and it did have a choir we had recorded specifically at Abbey Road Studios for this. So when you pull it, it would sing, reach the crescendo, and then explode in a large cloud of cross-shaped shrapnel.
If the protester doesn't come back to you, I might do.
I think I'm good for that for the moment. I think we'll say it. Can you top the hand grenade?
So while a hand grenade is great for getting your message across, one of the biggest dangers for protesters is their personal safety. So many protesters are getting, trodden down by corrupt police force, or corrupt governments that don't want their message to be heard just because, it goes against what they're trying to do in their corrupt government or police ways. So, what if you can get a warning before they turn up to make sure that you aren't arrested or that you aren't beaten savagely with sticks or hand grenades from their side? I present to you.
Or that razor rain that you sold him last time.
Yes. Oh no, that was a different guy. That's not me.
No.
May I present to you the Danger Storm?
The danger storm.
God's
Oh.
sake.
Oh.
Hang on,
so
hang on.
Does the danger storm counter the razor rain?
Limp way to the danger storm.
The Danger Storm is a system that when you are in trouble of being arrested or attacked by various different organizations, creates a hurricane and very heavy rainstorm that will allow you to escape pretty much unnoticed and hopefully with just as much trouble from the enemy trying to put the man down and stop you from having your voice.
Yeah, see, so am I in the middle of this? Does it cover me personally? Do I move and it follows me, or?
Yes, they will produce a weather system that will be in. It covers a bit more of an area than just you. If you've got a group of protesters with you, say, good 20 to 30 friends who you've travelled with, it will help protect them all as well. Obviously, the bigger models do require a little bit more expense, but it is your personal safety we're talking about. the minimum model we do does cover about 5 or 6 people, but in general, it's a local weather storm.
No, that's good. So as long as I can make sure multiple of us are safe from it. So I couldn't use it to remotely start it somewhere else then. It would, unless I left the machine there.
It is a protection device. It's not a offensive tech. It's there to try and protect you and your right to freedom and free speech.
I like to hear. Well, it would be a shame to not listen to the last person in the room. At least everyone gets a fair voice here.
Hang on. Hello.
Genuinely.
Hello,
Hello?
everybody. What?
Are you okay? You sound like
Yeah.
you're down a well.
I'm up this tree.
Oh,
I'm up this. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you.
Good. Okay. Well, this is somewhat of a demonstration, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Somebody down there will pass you the pamphlet. Hang on. We're demonstrating today. Oh, Jerry, give him the pamphlet. Tree desire.
Tree desire.
Tree desire. Yes, absolutely. Just make clear. Tree desire. It's not in a romantic sense, sir. While we like trees, we don't like them in that way. If we
I
did,
have protested with many who have.
if we did, it would cause splinters in places we don't want to discuss.
Well, I've been to a few protests about saving the trees.
Absolutely,
No, I
sir.
can't say about desiring the trees though.
Well, this is the thing. If you are indeed protesting, it's a double effect, sir. If you are indeed protesting against the cutting down of trees, this fantastic potion demonstrated. But lift up the vial, Jerry. Can't get the help these days.
So
Anyway,
you said you're up the tree.
yes. I mean,
Not.
crane your neck up 6 inches, for Christ's sake. There's hello up here. The one waving at you with a megaphone.
Yeah, I.
Oi! Right, Jerry, give the man the vial. Look. So if you're protesting the cutting down of trees, this helpful vial has a double action on you. So, number one, it will reinforce your desire to protect trees. We know it gets cold. I am really cold up here. Jerry stole my blanket, the bastard. This has the benefit of giving you a boost to your confidence, to your determination to protect the trees at all costs. Not only that, it is made with special tree-related enzymes. It will, for a short period of time, allow you the ability to sense, if you are on one of these protests, where the nearest tree is of a decent size or stature, to allow you to climb to avoid the dreaded police, security forces, and to keep your protest going in a significantly visible fashion. It's a very helpful double dose of boosting your protester skills and keeping your protest going. A big, most visible and disruptive protest it could be.
And how much of this did you drink?
Jerry spilt some in my tea earlier. Jerry's a bastard.
Poor Jerry. He's in for it now.
Can somebody please call the fire brigade? I'm not sure I can get down. I wasn't supposed to be protesting today. Just demonstrating. Help! It's too effective. Help!
It sounds like he definitely has a good product, but
What do you want this thing? When do you want it? Now!
certainly increase my protesting effectiveness. I don't know if
If
I'm
it increases
too
as much
worried
as a
about.
hand grenade.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm too worried about the trees though. Danger Storm sounds good. I can protect everyone, but a hand grenade.
What if there is a counter protest, sir, and they have hand grenades?
Exactly. The danger storm will protect you from those hand grenades.
I don't know.
So too will being up a tree.
What if they grenade? What if they grenade the tree though? And I don't know if the tree people would like me taking something from tree with tree extract in it.
What if the storm ignites the grenades?
What if the storm strikes down the trees?
Oh no.
I feel as if we've somehow got into a weird version of scissor, paper, stone.
Yeah.
Hand grenade, danger storm, tree desire. Everyone, put your hands in the middle. Jerry,
I
you
don't
do
know
it
what
for
shape
me.
I'm supposed
too
to make
far
for
away.
Danger Storm.
Oh god. Okay. Most generally applicable. I'm
Are you struggling to go, yes, let's give protesters hand grenades?
I don't know what even hand grenades or a portable hurricane. Yeah,
What was that?
Yay, hand grenades.
hand grenade wins.
Yay!
This is your fault, Jerry.
Although
You
I will admit,
bastard.
I genuinely like the sound of Danger Storm versus Razor Rain.
I know it's the BattleBot semi-final. I know. Oh dear!
I'm just
Right.
imagining Razor Rain having like two saw blades on the front that just keep rotating round. Right, Greyfore, it's your turn to pick.
If you would like to know how that effect was achieved, I was yelling into a Pringles container.
I was assuming it was like a toilet tube or something.
I was looking about one because I suddenly thought, as I started speaking, I need like a megaphone or something, and I couldn't think of what it was. I was like, oh shit!
I mean,
Pringles
container.
container.
If it weren't for the fact that I know you'd have to be sat next to your desk, like stand at the other end of the room and just shout.
You're just yelling into some prawn cocktail crisps.
Right, I'm an executioner. I need help. I mean, apart from getting out of the execution business.
It's worrying, isn't it, when you look at some and you go, actually, I can make this work, and then you just sit, you sit for a couple of seconds and you go, why can I make this work? Oh dear, right.
So, first up, the chopping block. Urtheart, what have you got for me?
Ah, Monsieur, the executioner is a very respected job at the guillotine. You have served us well, chopping many royals. But, after a hard day's work, there's a lot of mess. Correct? Or the heads rolling around, the bodies you kick off the top.
Bloodspurting.
I would like to offer you a tool to help. So, in order to help you, I offer you the sun rake. It's a rake which allows you to mop up the body bits and not get tangled in some kind of brush. And it is appropriate to use when the weather is shiny and when you would normally do your executions, and hopefully fill the end of your day with rays of happiness. A job well done.
So is that why it's called the sun rake? Because it's mostly used during the time of the day when it's... what if it's cloudy?
Then hopefully when you get this rake out, the sun will shine again. And of course you would not do executions in the rain because your equipment gets rusty and there's so much mess when the blood starts mopping up with the water.
You don't get as many people on the crowds either. Who wants to stand in the rain?
Exactly, and why would you want to do an execution if you don't have a crowd? You know, the crowd cheer for you, they love you.
It is entertainment after all.
Exactly.
I mean, how fine-toothed is this rake? Because there can sometimes be...
Oh, we offer you a range, my friend. With both, we can offer you either many different rakes in the series, or we can offer you one with replaceable heads. So you just, swap the head out and pick up a finer rake if you need to get the little bits of entrails, or if you're just needing the heads for, get them quickly and get them up for display, a bit of a wider one. We can offer you a range.
And how durable are the little tines on these things? Because I know having used a proper rake before, leaves is one thing, but as soon as I hit a heavy rock, that's a nice number of those that are now whacked out of shape.
Yes, of course, and this is purpose duty built for you, my friend. They are metal reinforced. The actual pole you use will have a nice wooden finish on the outside, so it is comfortable to use and does not get too cold when the weather gets a little bit chilly, even if the sun is shining. So yes, it is comfort and usability over everything.
I shall keep that in mind. You, Mr.
Merci.
Bevin, before your head rolls away, what do you have to offer?
A very good question. Right. You, sir, are a professional. You offer a very specific life-ending service, do you not?
I do.
Yet, I'm willing to bet you have a lot of problems with people thinking it's all easy. Anyone can do it. Which is why...
Those killer teams came in.
Yeah, well, which is why, in this modern era, it's important you get yourself and your portfolio out there into the world. For that, we at our company have developed a very specific line targeting the needs of you and your profession, sir. You, here, bear witness to this wonderful The Camera Sticker. This special mount fits over the shaft of any axe, allows you to attach your GoPro or associated video camera so that you can get the perfect picture of the killing stroke as it descends, to post to social media, sensibility rules notwithstanding. Get the maximum out of your portfolio. Show the cleanliness of your cut, the instanticity of your kill, if that is even a word. But who cares, sir, when you've got video camera and still photo pictures of this quality?
I mean, is it the same sort of design as a GoPro in terms of its durability?
Oh, no, it works with a GoPro, sir. It's very... An axe is, as you know, sir, an axe is a very specific and highly tuned instrument. It does a lot of movements that you would not necessarily have in regular use. The big swing arc, the powerful downward stroke. There's a lot of force in quite a short space of time. A lot of movement being tracked there by any camera. But whether or not you use a GoPro or some other kind of digital camera, perhaps you have a Polaroid camera and want to just take a snap at the appropriate moment. Or any way, shape or form, it fits over the shaft of the axe, as I mentioned before, does not interfere with your grip or the swing of the axe or the blade hitting its target. and it gives you the most perfect pictures you could ask for. You could die for picture quality like this, but thankfully you're on the other side of the axe.
I do quite like the idea. Does it just do pictures, or does it do video as well?
Oh, that depends upon your needs, so with the camera, of course. But if you look here, there is a very handy little button here, a little switcheroo. This connects via Bluetooth to your camera and allows you to control what you need, be it still photos, start recording, stop recording, take a picture, and make adjustments on the fly as your axe descends. You can just flick your thumb up into position, knock the switch to where you want to be, do it mid-flight, change it around. It's entirely up to you. And you can upload all those lovely heads of your victims to Facebook where they belong.
It's very, very interesting. I have been sort of hoping to branch out and probably get some videos of my kills on sorry, my work on YouTube.
It's an interesting use of FaceTime, I'll give you that.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Any time can be FaceTime when you've got a fantastic executioner and you can see his work in action. Or her work. Or their work. It's a very diverse executioner field. One size fits all when it comes to the fantastic camera sticker. Stick it to them and show them with a camera and your camera sticker.
Well, I do like that slogan. I do like that. So, you, ShadowFox, what can you offer me?
What can I offer you? Well, yes. As you know, as an executioner, I mean, I'm sure you've gotten quite good with your axe. But some people don't want a good execution or a quick execution. The previous dictator we had round here, he preferred it a lot longer. Which is why I'm offering you a new weapon. The paper tear. Now, this is a bit weird. Imagine a paper cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
But now twice as much. It is it's so painful. It really, really hurts. It can be a bit of a long, drawn-out process. You might need to give them a few of them, a couple of whips here and there. But eventually it works. They do eventually fall over and die. It's just in case you need a little bit of variety. Sometimes it's a little bit boring just using the axe.
So this paper does it actually involve paper?
Yes, it does. It's this. I actually keep them all here in this A4 binder. Each sheet has been reinforced though, so you get a few good slices out of it.
And were I to purchase your product, how much of this would I get?
Oh, you would get enough for at least 100 executions. I mean, I don't know how many did you go through in a week? Would you say?
A week? It depends. If we've overthrown the royal family, then we could be looking anywhere up to potentially even 20.
Yeah, 20. Okay, so you have at least 5 royal families worth. I imagine that's not a too common occurrence, though.
Well, not as much. No, we're sort of running out of royals at this point.
Oh, that's a shame.
Never mind, the pension's pretty good.
Oh.
And is it recyclable?
Oh, yes, it is. In fact, if you send the sheets back to us when you're done with them, we will. If you send the entire binder back, you'll actually get the next one at 75% off. It is a 100% recyclable product.
That is very good. Very good offer. Let me see. So we have something that will aid me in moving the bodies away once they've been separated. We have something that will show off my prowess as I do the deed. And we have a potentially more environmentally friendly approach. to dealing with my foes, which may take longer. Some people may quite like that. It may very well open up streaming possibilities. Because executions being over in a couple of minutes doesn't really do very well for a long stream.
Bodies do tend to twitch a bit afterwards, don't they?
Yeah. No, I've heard that there is in fact a platform specifically for those sorts of streams. I think referred to as Twitch, so could potentially use those. What do I go with? I might go with the camera sticker on this one.
It's a very wise decision, sir. Very wise indeed.
Understandable.
Thank you very much indeed. We'll deliver to you. They come in packs of 2. Very handy. So we'll arrange delivery as soon as payment is received. Thank you very much indeed, sir.
And as that was my last one that I will be doing, I will show you what else I had. To show you I had nothing. I had closet, school, moisture, and movie.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows the moist school closet that you can...
Moist School Closet Movie 2.
Yes.
No.
5 minutes in paradise, indeed. Yeah, there we go.
I will be your last customer, though, so... Still all more ShadowFox. All right.
Right,
just
well,
need someone
it's
to
this
shuffle
whatever
the deck
happens, so let's find... Let's
Grab
put
the
it
order.
down and find out what it's going to be for.
Kev, do you mind shuffling?
Yes,
I'll go
certainly. I will. We'll shuffle that. Hang on a minute. Ooh.
Oh, we're familiar with this one. Or... Well, we had a ninja last time, so superhero it is.
Actually, that's not that bad for me.
Damn, should have gone ninja.
Actually, that wouldn't have been that bad either. Actually.
Yeah.
Both of those I can work with.
So, what gadgets and exceptional items do you have to offer Supreme Man?
Is that me?
It's not me.
Yes.
Sorry, your voice is
That's
so
weird.
booming. Your voice is so booming that we all heard it at the same volume. And we were all distracted by your your luscious hair.
Well, every
your luscious
superhero needs
blonde
luscious
tresses
locks.
there.
Yes.
Excellent.
Keep my
Which
hair
are,
in
which
very
are very
good
much
condition. Thank you
reflected
very
in
much.
real life as well. Okay. Right. What's that in your mail? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No. Who would send a bird or a plane by mail, for God's sake? What is there, however, is a letter of complaint from an internet focus group led by a number of would-be parents or people pretending they're parents. One of the two. They have complaints. They have complaints about you and your activities. You're far too violent. You should be setting a better example for the children, etc., etc., ad nauseum.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but continue.
Ah, yes. Allow me to give you a cloth while you wipe the blood off of your knuckles there for a second. But yes, your violent ways of dispensing justice and taking down criminals, they are not really at odds. Or rather to say that they are very much at odds with the modern day policing techniques. What you need is a fancy way to take things down with very little risk to your reputation, very little risk to the health of the criminal so they can face charges and taste justice at a later date. You also need to find a way to make taking in criminals fun. Well, what if we could give you a way of taking down criminals with only an aerosol can? Yes! An aerosol can. Because allow me to present you with this. It is Giggle Sweat.
I see.
Giggle Sweat isn't an antiperspirant deodorant. Oh no, it's a very perspirant deodorant. It encourages you to sweat. And with the very helpful chemicals nestled within its spray or roll-on, depending upon how you would like it to be used, it combines with your sweat, so when it falls onto the criminals, they fall about laughing. They become completely incapacitated by their ability to laugh themselves silly, allowing you an easy chance to pick them up, take them to prison, and they'll be laughing all their way to justice, be that in the courtroom or the electric chair. Either way, it's all good, but you are seen as a hero. Not just a hero, a hero for peace, a hero for joy, a hero to the children far and wide, and more importantly, you won't have a million mums on your ass complaining about how you do your business.
But what happens if it's a cold day and I'm not sweating?
Well, you can spray it on them. Spray it on the criminals there with face to face with you. They'll be the ones sweating. Let them their own sweat blind them to the consequences of their actions.
I see. Next, ShadowFox.
Darling, how are you doing today?
Amazing person.
Darling.
Oh, you're fantastic.
I can only imagine you've gathered us here today, and judging by your name, you're still relatively new in the superhero business. You've yet to... We're going through the marketing phase, am I correct?
Oh, fuck me, it's Edna Mode. I'm just...
You say her name. It is, I'm afraid I'm not. But I have trained under her. Surprisingly, the voice just comes naturally when you spend enough time with her. But yes, you might have already found the link to what I might be offering you today. Superhero clothing is not something one thinks about too often. You see the Superman and all that, and the bullets bouncing off. That is not natural for clothing. Clothing is not bulletproof. Which is why I'm here to offer you a line of freedom vests.
Ooh.
That's the most American thing I've heard of.
Superhero
freedom vest.
I must encourage the American way.
I really hope it's a string vest.
Freedom is often thought of as a very American concept. It is true. Not quite so. But, no, yes, of course. Superheroes, you're always getting it backwards. Your undies on the outside. So we might as well do the whole thing with the vest on the outside as well. The bulletproof vest. It's, I mean, say, are you bulletproof, naturally, personally, or...
Well... bullets do still sting a little. I'm not quite as vulnerable as yourself, let's say. But it still hurts.
Okay, so they don't need to be too thick, but just enough to take a little bit of the pad, just enough to... We can work with that. We want to give you the most free-breathing but protective gear out there. And of course, your logo. Do you prefer iron-on, embroidered? We can give a spandex. We can build it in.
Oh, embroidered, definitely.
Embroidered, of course. Yes, of course. So yes, we can set you up a line, and obviously, like they are bulletproof up into about a 44 caliber. But if you find a superhero with a 50 or above a rocket launcher, you might get some loss. It's hard to go for 100%. But that's why we will also offer you an entire wardrobe's worth to replace whenever it's needed.
And how about the merchandising opportunities? Are you able to create lesser variants that we can sell on the market for, and share the profit, of course?
Oh, of course. Yes. I guess say like, our presses are enough to make bulletproof gear. We can make the usual, cotton.
Oh, I assume you outsource that anyway, normally.
Well, we try and keep some of the labor local, but
Oh,
it's good. It's good. Good publicity.
thank you very much. Greyfore. What thou dost offer myself?
Would you say you're a full-time superhero, or would you say you're the sort of person who has other jobs to do outside the normal defending the world against evil?
Well, of course, as far as the public is concerned, I'm a full-time hero, but, someone has to pay the bills, of course.
Exactly. And how stunning you look is not something that is, well, you're very noticeable. So seeing yourself walk down the street in civilian clothes, you're still going to stand out. So what I have for you is a range of accessories to help you disguise yourself, to keep you under the radar and make sure that nobody notices and puts two and two together and realize that you are in fact a superhero. I have presented to you, as soon as my computer will let me, glasses wigs.
Oh.
A combination of glasses attached with wigs to not only disguise your visuals from face-wise, but also change your hairstyle. Obviously, Superman has that weird thing where he just puts a pair of glasses on and apparently he's a different person, but not everyone has that ability. What I offer you here are something that can. Not only does it include a wig to change your hairstyle, but we also have included matching mustaches as well as beards, should they be necessary. And they are also machine washable, so should you unfortunately get some bloodstains or anything on, throw them in the wash machine, and they're good to go. They also brush out quite easily as well.
I see, and, now, as you may notice, I have beautiful locks, and I can understand maybe I would need to hide them. But I do need to go back to your question, is that, what was this about, Superman simply wears a pair of glasses and no one knows who he is?
Well, he's really wearing contacts, to be honest, but, yeah, apparently he's got a bit of a long-sighted, short-sighted thing, so I've occasionally seen him fly past with glasses. He's dropped them on my lap once.
But are you saying that all I need is a pair of glasses, and then no one will know who I am?
You can try it and see what happens, but if somebody finds out who you are, then what are you going to do? Let's not take the risk.
That's a good point, I can see that.
But should you want to, the wig is detachable from the glasses themselves, so it can be worn as separate items should you need them.
And, how many styles do these wigs come in?
Currently, we are up to at least 30 different styles, further increasing as sort of media coverage goes, introduces new hairstyles. We've currently got a small range of celebrities' hairstyles going on. Should you need them, we also have the, although again with your luscious locks, I don't think you would need them. We also have the bald cap, should that be necessary. We have, say, a variety of different glasses, both sunglasses. We can do those in different prescription styles if necessary.
And do I have to pay for all of these separately?
We can do a small batch pack, so if you choose a variety of glasses along with a variety of accessories with them, we can get you a set of those for 5 glasses pairs, 5 different hairstyles and accessories at a discounted price.
One last question. Is the pompadour still in fashion?
We don't get as many people asking for the pompadour, but we do still have them in stock. We have them in a variety of different colors. And if you need them, we also have extra either sort of a sort of super slick look pompadour or a very sort of powdered pompadour look, depending on what you're after.
I see. Well, thank you very much. Any final statements before I make my decision?
Nope.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Well, there has been one question from my adoring fans asking, and I think I know what the answer would be, but does the Freedom Vest come with a cape?
Okay.
Yes, I figured. I think, Giggle Sweat, I'm not fussed about what those mothers think. Teaching America's criminals what's right is just as good a lesson, and, I'm somewhat more humane than the police.
It does also act as mates.
The glasses and wig combo is a good combination, but I've lasted so far without it, so I think, what can I say? Professional hero wear is always requested.
Thank you very
Congratulations. Can I just say I'm greatly impressed with Greyfore, who has twice now tried to sell existing things.
One with hand grenades.
Lace ball, pool clouds. Okay, what was this one we got? Puppet shame. Didn't we have puppet shame? I think once.
I'm pretty sure we had puppet
much. I
shame.
thought it sounded familiar. So I didn't.
And the dreaded lamp booger. Oh dear! And of course, Giggle Sweat was the last two I had.
There is a lot. It's seeing Giggle Sweat and the way you were describing it, it's like surplus Joker gas being used.
Yeah,
as
I was
antiperspirant.
thinking it's some kind of joke.
No, not at all. This is a very good product.
I think I was the big loser.
Much like the hand
one.
grenade.
I wouldn't call that bit like it's 1, 2, 2, and 3 for Kev. So
Yeah.
Oh, was it? How many is it? 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. Yeah, right. Oh! Victory!
agree.
Victory!
I didn't do too bad on my first go.
Yeah, not bad at all. But so if you are an executioner, couch potato, zombie, or all three, come and see me. I will sort you out. But that is indeed all we have time for tonight. Thank you very much indeed to ShadowFox, Greyfore, and Urtheart for joining me.
Always
No
fun.
worries.
By the way, if you watch this on YouTube at a later date, hello! Thanks very much for doing so. Check out the rest of the playlist for Snake Oil. And, yeah, we will see you soon. Bye-bye for now.
Goodbye.